Prince William has told veterans at a D-Day event Princess Kate is getting better and would love to have attended as his wife continues her cancer treatment out of the public eye. Joining me now is Tim Ewart, former ITN royal editor. Tim, good to see you. Look, this is a relief to hear that she is getting better. Has there been any indication as to when she may return to public duties?
It's not the first time that William has said this, to be fair. He's made this comment on a couple of previous public appearances, but that, without in any way dampening down optimism about this, that is all we have heard. There have been no formal medical bulletins. We still don't know what form of cancer Kate has or specifically what treatment she is receiving. And of course, she hasn't been seen officially in public since Christmas, although there have been a couple of short videos that people have got of her out and about. The crucial moment in the short term is going to come over the next week when she is due to appear at Trooping the Colour, and this is the military ceremony to mark the monarch's official birthday. There is a rehearsal for that tomorrow here in the UK, at which Kate should have attended because she is a colonel of one of the regiments involved, and it's called the Colonel's Rehearsal, but she's not going to be there. The question is, will she appear on the event itself in a week's time, a week on Saturday? We're hoping that she'll be on the balcony at Buckingham Palace, but that will be the first time officially that we've seen her. And, you know, there is going to be a lot of interest in how she looks. Does she look well? Does she look happy? We don't know, as I say, specifically what treatment for cancer that she's been receiving. And of course, what impact that has had on her appearance, possibly. So while it's good news, I think it is fair to say that people here are still quite concerned about her health.
Yes, absolutely. That's unsurprising. And look, fingers crossed, we will wait and see as to when she may indeed return to public life. Look, I want to pivot now to Harry and Meghan. What are they up to? We haven't heard a lot from them in recent weeks, but what's next for them?
Well, what's next for them in this country is precious little, I have to say, and I don't see any prospect of that changing. Harry, under normal circumstances, would have expected to be here today for the wedding of one of his closest friends, Hugh Grosvenor, who's the young Duke of Westminster, one of our aristocratic buddies of the royal family. Now, Prince William is going to that wedding. And it's been decided, apparently, in a phone call between the Duke of Westminster and Prince Harry, that it would be better and easier for all concerned if Harry stayed away. I think you're going to see more of this. He's not really welcome here, and it's a very sad thing to say. And I cannot see that changing. There is still an ongoing legal battle over whether he's entitled to paid for government royal protection. It's been denied, he's appealed, and there will be another hearing. So one of the obstacles to him coming over, apart from the fact that he's got nowhere to stay, and he hasn't been in the past invited to any of the royal palaces, one of the obstacles is his security, which he takes very seriously. I mean, my sense is that Harry and Meghan, they've just recently been on a tour to Nigeria, which they kind of presented as a royal tour. My sense is we're not going to see them welcomed here. Really, it's a sad thing to say, but at any time in the near future.
Well, look, I mean, it's unsurprising after all they've done to the royal family that they won't be welcomed back as such with opened arms. But look, I want to ask you about Prince Andrew now, because new details about his post-royal life have surfaced. According to The Sun, the Duke of York now mostly spends his days watching TV in a darkened room. What more can you tell us?
Well, Andrew really is persona non grata. I mean, there's no getting away from that. We know the background to this, his connection with Jeffrey Epstein, who was a convicted sex offender. We know all about this. I mean, my feeling is, you know, the royal family, are very short of active members at the moment. The King has got cancer. Yes, he's just been visible in Normandy for the D-Day celebration, but he didn't stay there as long as he would normally have liked. Kate is out of the picture. Harry's gone. Under normal circumstances, Andrew would be front and centre because he's a senior member of the royal family. But actually, it's so bad in his case that they want to boot him out of his house. And he occupies this big grand house in Windsor Great Park in the shadow of Windsor Castle, 20 rooms or whatever it may be. And he's a tenant. And he has a lease. And he ain't going. He says he ain't going anywhere. But they want to move him into the smaller house called Frogmore Cottage. Don't be misled. It's not actually a cottage. It's still quite a big house. And that's the house that Harry and Meghan were booted out of, which is where they used to live when they were here. By all accounts, Andrew is digging his heels in. I think there had been perhaps a moment where he might have hoped to sort of slowly get back into royal duties, but I don't think that's going to happen. He really is persona non grata.
Absolutely. He really is the disgraced royal. Tim Ewart, great to speak with you as always. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
My pleasure.